Tonight, the quarterfinals continue with two schools who are looking to go to the semifinals for the first time ever. It's CBA facing Westmoreland. Stay tuned. Double Down starts now.
Funding for Double Down is provided by our members.
And by Blue Rock Energy, a provider of electricity and natural gas products, also offering a green alternative. Blue Rock Energy, putting people in power.
Mohawk Valley Community College. Your future starts here, offering education and workforce development ranging from hands-on to high-tech, including nano, manufacturing, electrical engineering, and more. More information at mvcc.edu.
E is equal to MC squared.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I'm really rich.
Email scandal.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Double Down. Tonight's quarterfinal matchup features CBA taking on Westmoreland. Let's introduce the team members right now. First, representing Christian Brothers Academy, Duncan Brickner. In the middle, it's Matt Graber. And finally, Milan Gupta. Welcome, CBA. Good luck to you. Westmoreland, welcome. This is Taylor Chrysler. Miles Tierney is in the middle. And Hannah Smirlo is over on the other side. Westmoreland, good luck to you. Let's get started in our 20 questions round. In this round, each correct answer worth 10 points. No penalty for an incorrect answer. We flipped a coin before the show started. CBA is going to go first. That means you, Duncan. Are you all set?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. This is a history geography question to start this program. In 1806, Charles Dickinson and Andrew Jackson stood back to back. Then each walked 10 paces, turned and fired their pistols. Dickinson lay dead. Name this type of fight. What do you say?
A duel?
It's a duel, yes, of course. Very common in that era, too, by the way. Here's a math question for Hannah. Hannah Smirlo, in the expression 5 squared times 4 cubed, what are the exponents?
Two and three.
2 and 3 are the exponents. 10 more points for you. 10 points, your first 10 points. Science question now for Matt Graber. Matt, what do we call animals that eat only plants?
Herbivores?
They are herbivores. Yeah, that's exactly right. They're not vegasauruses. That's right. ELA literature goes to Miles Tierney. Miles, we want to know what literary device is featured in this line. Wendell was waiting in a wadi on Wednesday while we were winnowing worms for Wally at Westminster.
Alliteration?
It is alliteration, exactly so. Next, here's a sports question for Milan Gupta. A fielding mistake charged to a baseball player that permits a batter to reach a base safely is called what?
An error.
It is an error, exactly so. Let's see how we do with this 2016 question, Taylor. This is Taylor Chrysler. How old did Justin Bieber turn this year?
$21.
22, actually. Sorry, we didn't give you any leeway on that. Sorry, no points taken away. 30 points for CBA, 20 for Westmoreland. Let's continue on toward 20 questions. Duncan, arts question for you. The late Luciano Pavarotti was a world-renowned singer in what musical genre?
Opera?
Opera, yes, as a matter of fact. 10 more points. History and geography, Hannah. What famous structure of ancient times was the Lincoln Memorial modeled after?
The Pantheon?
No, the Parthenon. You were close, very close. Sorry, can't give you the points, though. Here's a math question now, Matt. Matt, what is the decimal equivalent of the Roman numeral XL?
0.25.
No, it's 40 XL. 40. It's the decimal system. Oh, I'm sorry. Can't give you the points for that. None taken away, though. All right, a science question now, Miles. Miles Tierney, let's see what you do with this. These minute blood vessels form the connection between arteries and veins for the interchange of various substances, such as oxygen and carbon dioxide, between blood and tissue cells. What are these thin-walled vessels of the circulatory system called?
Capillaries?
They are called capillaries. Exactly right. 10 more points for your team. What is a, this is an ELA literature question now, Millen. We want to know, what is a portrait that exaggerates a facet of one's personality called? I see you searching for the answer.
Don't know.
No, it's a caricature. A caricature. Sorry, no points given for that one. 40 for CBA, 30 for Westmoreland. Let's see what you do with this one, Taylor. Sports question. How many points does a football team get for scoring a touchdown?
Six.
And you tie it up with 6 points. So there you go. We have 40 points apiece on the board. All right, on to 20 questions, Duncan. This is a 2016 question for you. Which two superheroes battled in the Dawn of Justice film released in 2016?
Batman and Superman.
As a matter of fact, Batman or Superman are you? Which one are you?
I'm Batman.
Yeah, that's right. That's what me too. Okay, arts question. Here we go, Hannah. Hannah, we want to know, who is the famous illustrator that created Pigpen, Lucy, Linus, Schroeder, Snoopy, and everyone's favorite, Charlie Brown? The illustrator.
Charles Schultz.
Charles Schultz. Saw a big smile on your face when I read the question. History question now goes to Matt. Matt, we want to know, Nicaragua borders what two bodies of water? This is history, geography, of course.
The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean.
No, the Caribbean, or the Caribbean, whichever way you want to say it. It is the Pacific and the Caribbean. Sorry, no points for that. Math question now goes to Miles. Miles, in addition and multiplication, numbers can be added or multiplied in any order. Name the mathematical property that states this.
Order of operations?
The commutative property. There you go. Yeah, that's exactly right. No points for that. I'm sorry, what am I thinking? Science question next goes to Millen. Millen Gupta, we want to know, in a three-phase model of the water cycle, what occurs between evaporation and precipitation?
Absorption.
Condensation. Condensation. No points again. ELA literature for you, Taylor. Here we go. Identify the conjunction in the following sentence. Jeff is a slow but strong person. But is the correct answer. 50-50 here. On with the last two of the 20 questions round. For you, Duncan, it's a sports question. Major League Baseball is comprised of the American League and the National League. Which of these two leagues uses the designated hitter rule introduced in 1973?
American.
The American League, of course, uses the designated hitter. 10 more points for you. 2016 is the category, Hannah, and we want to know which women's gymnast carried the U.S. flag during the closing ceremony at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Let's see, we have a photo. There we go.
Simone Biles.
You knew that one right off the top of your head. All right, if I take a look at the score, it is 60 points for CBA, 70 points for Westmoreland, and that's the end of round two. Let's meet our students once again here as we go into our quarterfinals. This is Duncan Brickner. Welcome back to the program. Tell us about the best or the worst job you ever had.
Oh, When I was a kid, we owned maple trees on my property, and I loved tapping those.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Gathering syrup, gathering maple syrup to make maple syrup out of. Wow.
Homemade is the best.
Homemade, yeah, that's for sure. It takes a long time to boil that down, too, doesn't it? Yeah, it takes a while. All right, Matt Graber, what about you? Best or worst job?
Probably the worst job was drying out the basement after a flood.
Ooh, that's brutal. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're all pulling for you now. Milind Gupta, what about you? Best or worst?
I really hate cleaning our bathrooms.
Yeah, I can understand that, but it's got to be done, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Good luck, CBA, in the second half of the program. This is Taylor Chrysler now, and what about your best or worst job?
The best job would probably be working at the New York State Fair in the Maple booth.
Oh, neat. Yeah,
It was really fun.
Yeah, you meet a lot of people, don't you? Get a real cross-section of humanity. Miles Tierney, what about you?
I had a job pouring concrete last summer, and I loved it. It was great.
Good to get out there and feel your muscles. Yeah, that's all right. Hannah Smirlo, what about you?
Well, I went out with my uncle and I helped him set up some tree stands, and we got to be out in the woods, and that was a lot of fun.
A lot of fresh air. Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of great jobs here. And, a little something that's not so great. Westmoreland and CBA, good luck to you in the second half of our program. Time now for round 2. And in this round, students may confer with each other. Come up with that correct answer through collaboration. Each correct answer now worth 20 points. And after a correct answer, I'll ask you, do you wish to take a double down question? If that answer is correct, the double part is you get another 40 points. If it's incorrect, though, the down part is you lose the 20 that you earned on the original question. So here we go. Each team, by the way, gets 3 chances at a double down question, but you got to get that first one. All right, let's see what we do with this next question. This is a history geography question for Miles. You and your teammates, here we go. The Sons of Liberty are best known for what act of defiance in Massachusetts?
The Boston Tea Party?
They are known for the Boston Tea Party. So that's 20 more points for your team and a chance at a double down if you would like it.
Maybe we should wait for them to go.
What do you think?
No, thank you.
Not right now. You're going to take the 20 points. Here we go. This is a math question then for CBA. Matt, we want to know, you'll give the answer to this. If the circumference of a circle is 12 pi, then in terms of pi, what's the area of this circle?
Oh, R8 equals 6. So 36 pi. 36 pi.
36 pi?
It is 36 pi, exactly so. So you take the lead. Oh no, you're back to within 10 points. I beg your pardon. Tell me, what's your decision on a double down? Yes or no?
Oh, yes.
And the questions are coming from ELA literature, history, geography, math, or science.
Math.
You'll take a math question. Here we go. Math question: Jessica earns $16 in allowance each week. She has to pay $2 each school day for lunch. How many weeks will it take Jessica to save enough money for shoes that cost $42?
7.
7 weeks. And the lead is now yours. Well done. That is the lead goes back to CBA. Let me just get this right here. There we are. All right. Let's see what Westmoreland does with this next question. A chance for you to catch up. Here we go, Taylor. We want to know the answer to this science question. Clownfish and sea anemone, barnacle and whale, bee and flower, all share special relationships. What's the general name for the type of relationship they share?
Symbiotic.
Yep, symbiotic relationship, a symbiosis. Well done, 20 points for that. And what do you do now?
Take the double down.
Take the double down. Okay, here's a science. There are science questions, math, ELA literature, or history geography.
Either that or math.
Science.
Science question, and this is the question for you. The world's largest coral formation is off Australia's northeast coast. Please name it.
The Barrier Reef.
I need slightly more than that.
The Great Barrier Reef.
The Great Barrier Reef, I'll give you that. Yes, that's good. Westmoreland with another 40 points as they add to their lead now. 150 to 120 over CBA. CBA, your chance to come back right now is with this ELA question, and this is Milind Gupta. You'll answer for your team. Milind, described by Aristotle, what is a cleansing or purging of emotions that brings spiritual renewal or relief from tension at the end of a tragedy?
Resolution.
Abreaction, purification, or purgation? I'm sorry, no points given for that. No chance to double down, but nothing taken away. Now on to an arts question in this second round for Westmoreland, and this is Hannah Smirlow's question. Arts question. In the 1960s, Hannah, there was a style of art that used bold, repeated patterns and bright colors to trick the viewer's eye. What is the name of this kind of art?
Optical illusion? I'm gonna say it's illusion. Optical. That's great, but that's an art.
What do you say?
Pop art?
Op art. Optical art, geometric abstraction, it's op art. I'm sorry, I can't give it to you. That's almost there. History and geography next, Duncan. Here's your question. This English explorer was employed by the Dutch and sailed into the New York harbor in 1609. Who was he?
Henry Hudson.
What do you say?
Henry Hudson.
Henry Hudson, yeah, there's a river named for him, isn't there? Tell me, what are you going to do? Are you going to take a double down or not? You have two more opportunities.
Yes, we will.
And your double down will come from either science, math, ELA literature, or history, geography.
Math.
Here's your math question that will void that topic. There will be no more available after this. What mathematical term describes a line that draws increasingly nearer to a curve without ever meeting it?
Asymptote? Asymptote?
Oh, yeah.
What do you say?
Asymptote.
Yes, that's exactly right. Nice job. Well done there. All right, so you've answered two of your double downs correctly. Let's see what Westmoreland does with this math question to get started. Miles, you'll answer for the team. In an equilateral triangle, exterior angle measures each exterior angle measures how many degrees? In an equilateral triangle, each exterior angle measures how many degrees?
360 divided by 3 is 120. Any objections? 120 degrees.
120 degrees. You did better with the answer than I did with the question. Tell me, there is a science question, but there's also ELA literature and history geography remaining. What are you going to do? Do you want to try a double down, actually?
Yes, we're going to try a double down. Science. I'm thinking.
Science. I kind of presumed. All right, this will void the science category as well. Science question, negative 273 degrees Celsius is known as what on the Kelvin scale of temperature?
Zero.
More information?
0 Kelvin. Absolute zero.
We're going to give it to him? Yes, we are going to give it to him. The judges say sure. You were
What
kind
were
of
they
running
looking for, just out of curiosity?
Absolute zero.
Okay.
Yeah, absolute zero. It's okay. Well, here's a science question now that goes to Matt Graber. Matt, you and your team. Which heavenly body is located at one focus of the elliptical orbit of Mars?
Sun? It's the only thing that makes sense.
What do you think?
The sun?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the sun. It's the only one that makes sense, huh? I heard that come out. Tell me, you have one more double down you can take.
We will take it.
You will take it. And the categories are ELA literature or history geography.
History geography.
Your history geography question is this. This well-supported theory states that every living human being is descended from a small group in Africa who then migrated across the world.
Dispersion. Evolution. No.
Dispersion?
No, it is called out of Africa, or the African replacement hypothesis, out of Africa. No points for that. We take away the points that you earned on the original question. We were really rolling along there with our double down questions. ELA literature now goes to Taylor Chrysler. We want to know this one, Taylor, you and your team. What, according to this phrase, comes after darkness? Post tenebras lux. What do you say?
Light.
Light is exactly the right answer. You also have one double down remaining. What do you say?
We'll take it.
You'll take it?
Okay.
You can extend your lead, which is 230 to 180 at this point. It's either ELA literature or history geography.
History geography.
History geography.
History geography it is. As the head of the Khmer Rouge, this person was responsible for the deaths of over 2 million people in his country. He hoped to, quote unquote, restart civilization at year 0. Who is he, and in what country was he the leader? Both parts, please.
I wouldn't know. I mean, Genghis. No.
Attila?
Did you have time to talk it all out, guys? What do you say?
Say it aloud, Hannah.
Attila in China.
Attila in China.
Pol Pot in Cambodia. Pol Pot in Cambodia. So you lose on that last one. Your score is 210 to 180. CBA, you have one more chance to add some points to the board. You'll get the last question of this period. A sports question goes to Millen. Millen, how many periods are there in a regulation professional hockey game?
3.
How many?
3.
There are 3, and you have tightened the score from down from 210 to 200 at this point. That's the end of round 2. 210 for Westmoreland, CBA with 200. Time now for our third round, and it's the lightning round. Team trailing right now is Christian Brothers Academy, CBA, and you'll get the first shot at these questions. Matt, I'll listen for your voice. Take cues also from your teammates, though, of course. Are you ready? Here we go. Lightning round questions now. Salinization occurs when a great deal of what kind of substance accumulates in soil?
Salt.
Correct. Pax Romana means Roman what?
Peace.
Correct. Very conservative candidates are said to belong to what wing?
Right.
Correct. In radio communication, what man's name means message received?
Roger.
Correct. What heavenly body caused the downfall of Icarus?
The sun.
Correct. What British author must you read to visit places like Mordor and Gondor?
Tolkien.
Correct. Hong Kong was the last Asian colony of what European country?
Britain.
Correct. The kiwi is the national bird of what country?
Cuba.
Incorrect. Pocahontas lived in the region now comprising what state?
Virginia.
Correct. And that's time. New Zealand was the only one you missed of the ones that you got to. So 50, 60, 70, 80 points to add to your 200. So that's a total score of 280 points heading into our final double down. Westmoreland, your chance is now. We're listening for Miles' voice, and here we go. Which ocean has the greatest average depth?
The Pacific.
Correct. Hypodermic means beneath the what?
Skin.
Correct. What large black and white Tibetan mammal is mistakenly called a bear?
Panda.
Correct. 90% of ancient Egyptians lived within 6 miles of what river or its delta?
Nile.
Correct. What is the postal abbreviation for the state of Mississippi?
MS.
Correct. What relationship does the child of your aunt have to you?
Cousin.
Correct. In colonial America, what did tanners produce?
Leather.
Correct. Seals and whales develop thick layers of fat called what?
Blubber.
Correct. The tail of the platypus most commonly resembles the tail of what North American... And I'm sorry.
Beaver.
It would have been the beaver, yeah. I didn't get a chance to finish it. You also have 80 points, if I'm not mistaken. Well done. All righty, with a score of 290 for Westmoreland and 280 for CBA, we go toward a final double down question coming right up. The category is history geography. We'll be right back.
WCNY remembers, celebrating 50 years.
Welcome back. Here is your history geography question for Double Down. The Battle of Palo Alto was the first major engagement of what war?
What's the one? Texas Revolution? Mexican American War. Mexican American War.
Yeah, Mexican.
Here we go. CBA, we will go first to you. The Battle of Palo Alto was the first major engagement of what war? The response you wrote down was the Mexican-American War. That is correct. How many points will you add? You'll add 260 points, so with a score of 540 points, that's what you have to beat, Westmoreland. Let's see what you wrote down. Miles does not look happy. He wrote down Spanish-American. No, it's the Mexican-American War, and you wagered an awful lot. You wagered enough to bring you down to 18 points. So, with that last correct answer, CBA, I think, takes the lead for the first time at the end of the game. Well, congratulations, CBA. CBA moves into our semifinals. A reminder, you can go to WCNY.org to watch any Double Down episode. Please join us again for another exciting competition. I'm Bill Baker. Good night.
Funding for Double Down is provided by our members.
And by Blue Rock Energy, a provider of electricity and natural gas products, also offering a green alternative. Blue Rock Energy, putting people in power.
Mohawk Valley Community College. Your future starts here. Offering education and workforce development ranging from hands-on to high-tech, including nano, manufacturing, electrical engineering, and more. More information at mvcc.edu.